I yawned as I sat in the mayor's office as Pitch and Dad listened to the mayor talk. This was just like the meeting the other day, talking about what we should do and so on. It was so boring. But I was on bad terms with Dad, so he didn't even let me have his sight. He didn't trust me at all anymore. And this brings us to the final item on today's agenda. Finally, even if I'd have to spend the whole day with Dad, it was better than listening to boring meetings. It is involving the incident that occurred, resulting in some of the emergency rations being stolen. What? My ears perked up. This was something actually interesting. What? This is the first I've heard of it. We were investigating the incident and just became aware of it this morning, in fact. What happened? Neither Pitch nor the mayor said anything. Neither Pitch nor the mayor said anything. What was this with all the silence? Just what was going on? We weren't being allowed to know? A key card was used in the lock and some of the supplies were stolen. We only discovered it thanks to the inventory check this morning. A key card? Someone used the key card? We have a log of the key cards being swiped. According to it, the only key card that was used in between when we locked up all the supplies in the checkup is yours, Officer Kogan. What? I didn't open the door. Oh, you see where this is going, right? The data doesn't lie. I didn't open the door. Calm down, both of you. Trevor, I believe you. However, the data doesn't lie. It states that your keycard was used 2 nights ago around 2 a.m. Officer Kogan, we don't want to accuse you of stealing, however this is serious evidence. Hey, my dad wouldn't steal a thing. Don't accuse him. Evan, calm down. I can handle this. Trevor, please give us your keycard so we can resolve this matter peacefully and without any incident. Dad nodded and reached into his pocket. His eyes went wide. It isn't here. What? It's gone. What was going on? I was getting confused now. So someone stole your card. Dad shook his head. Impossible. I don't let my guard slip like that. Never. Not around other people. You can't be too careful. I always have to be at the ready. So you don't think anyone at all could take it from you? Trevor, think. We need that key. We want to clear your good name. Dad closed his eyes and folded his arms. I suppose it would have to be someone I trusted. Well, that narrows it down instantly. Pitch turned to me. Evan, just where were you at the time in question? Hold it, Pitch. Not this witch hunt again. We already have proven my son's a good kid. You jumped on him calling him a murderer, and we proved that false. I'll admit it. I jumped the gun on that, but can you really say that he wouldn't cause trouble like this? I seem to recall quite a few times that this good kid caused lots of trouble, including stealing. Dad frowned. What was wrong? Why wasn't he saying anything? Why wasn't he defending me? Your son in fact has been causing lots of trouble, even under this situation. He was the one who stole the walkie-talkie from you and ventured into the woods, not just once, but twice. We were just trying to be helpful. Blindly rushing to things only causes trouble. He might have done things, but I don't think he'd steal from the emergency fund. Dad glanced at me. Right. What was with the question? Of course I wouldn't. Why do you even have to ask? Because logic says it's so. How so? Your dad just said he wouldn't drop his guard for anyone but you. For someone to steal his card, that means he'd have to have his guard down. Or do you think your father's that unskilled that he wouldn't know if someone's stealing from him? Of course Dad would know. Then logic says that either you or your dad is the culprit. Logic is a bunch of crock. The world revolves around logic. Without logic, nothing would make sense. I believe in my son. An emotional response? You disregard logic? I can't say that no one could have stolen it from me. I'm gonna believe in my son. Hold it. Let's just get this over with. Evan, show us the contents of your pockets. What? Why? We can end it right here by proving your innocence. Fine, doesn't matter. I stuck my hand in my pocket. I felt something. Something that shouldn't be there. My heartbeat quickened. Why was this in my pocket? Go on, Evan, prove your innocence. He's hesitating. This is silly. I don't need to show anything. You should know, Dad. I wouldn't do this. Dad stared hard at me. Pockets, Evan. Now. Don't you trust me? Pockets. Why was this happening? How did I get this keycard? I didn't take it. Well, the thing that I can figure was that we obviously know Pitch has it out for him and his dad, and we do know that you just saw her the other day, so she could have slipped into his pocket then. I gulped and closed my eyes. I wish for this to be a bad dream, or that keycard just vanished from my pocket as I took it out. It didn't happen. It was in my hand for the three of them to see. Logic wins. It is always correct. I'm sorry, Officer Kogan. Trevor. I glanced over at Dad. His fists were shaking, and he was seething in rage. I don't know how it got there, Dad. Honest, I didn't take... I was slammed against the wall. Oh, here we go again. So much for Dad of the Year once again. Bullshit. I shrunk under my dad's threatening gaze. I've given you so much benefit of the doubt over the past few months. I made so many disgraceful deals to keep you out of trouble, and you constantly just jump right back in. I didn't steal it. Dad, believe me, you know I wouldn't. Dad silenced me by punching me in the stomach. You've played me for the fool one too many times. I'm not about to start defending you again. You've been breaking my trust right and left the past few days. How am I supposed to believe you? He punched me again. It hurt. Not just the punches, but the words too. Tell me, Evan, how am I supposed to trust anything you say or do? You tell me you're going to stay out of trouble, and tell me you're going to listen to what I say and not run off on your own, and then you go and do it. How the hell am I supposed to trust you? Officer Kogan, stay out of this. I struggled, but Dad held me against the wall. He was a lot bigger and a lot stronger than I was. Well, Evan, answer me. How am I supposed to trust a criminal such as yourself? Because I'm your son. Sure, I've done a lot of bad things and pushed the line so many times, but you always forgave me. I just take a punishment and shrug it off, and then later return to our bond. We had our share of good times and bad times, but we never let it go this far. Did I ruin everything? Did I push it too far all this time? Well, maybe you shouldn't have been a dick so many times. Jeez, Evan, really? Maybe that isn't good enough. I don't have a son anymore. I was being rejected. Disowned? Why was he rejecting me? Why was everyone rejecting me? First Sasha, and now Dad? What did I do that was so horrid? Why did everyone want to shatter my heart? Get out of my sight. Dad threw me roughly against the door. Dad. Don't call me that. Not anymore. So I can leave? I wanted to get out of here, but I didn't want to oppose Dad anymore. I wanted to do something to make things return to normal. Dad let out a dry laugh. I don't care what you do anymore. It isn't my concern anymore. My hand shook as I reached for the doorknob. You don't mean that. In a few days we'll smile at each other at the dinner table again, and we'll go to the gym together like... That sounds like something I do with a son. I told you, you're not my son anymore. Wow. He's gotten really harsh now. Get out of here. I didn't have to be told twice. I threw open the door and ran out. Why? Why was everyone leaving me? Why? Yeah, it's not easy being Evan. I mean, he has screwed a number of things up, but I don't think he deserved that. Without realizing it, I found myself in front of Sasha's house. She was my everything. I needed her. She was my strength. Without her, I couldn't go on. Why was she rejecting me now? I had to know. I needed to understand. I stared up at her window. She probably wouldn't see me or hear me. The only way I could talk to her was through the walkie-talkie. I reached into my pocket and pulled it out. Sasha, please, answer. There was no answer, but I kept trying over and over again. I needed closure at least. Sasha? What do you want, Evan? It was a cold tone, almost like ice. Why was it getting such harsh treatment? Sasha, what happened? Why are you treating me like this? I just can't do this. Sasha, please. Are you saying we're just dead? Like that? That we aren't even worth trying to fix? I just can't trust you. I can't trust anyone anymore. I just don't know anything. Everything's confusing. Nothing makes sense. Let me help. I want to help. Just come out and see me and we can talk. Just talking like this, it isn't connecting our feelings. I can't. I'm not allowed outside. There's the darkness and it's everywhere. Then let's talk face to face through your window. I started climbing the tree next to her window. There was a branch that went right next to her window. I had used it before to visit her sometimes at night. I can't. There's the boards. I could see what she meant. The outside of the window was completely covered in wooden boards. Hold on. I ran to the storage shed. I needed something to pry the boards off. I broke the lock off and opened the rusty door. I looked around for the crowbar or something, but what I found was a hand axe. I was going to break open the barrier between us. Hold on. I'm going to open your eyes. I'm going to let you see outside. I swung the axe against the boards. If I couldn't remove them, I'd just break them. If I couldn't remove the problem, I'd just shatter it to pieces. I was going to get Sasha to trust me again. Slowly I was gonna fix things. I wasn't about to give up. First with Sasha and then with Dad. Somehow, someway, I'd restore my world back to the way I want it. Back to the way it was. Darkness or no darkness. I kept chipping away at that wood until finally the planks fell and the window was freed. Damn it. I just couldn't win. The inside was boarded up too. I was so close. Give up, Evan. It's pointless. No, I won't. Don't you care? Did I mean so little to you that you wouldn't even try? That's right. Even if I try my best, nothing will get fixed. Only one side of the issue will be removed. Sasha has to try too. She has to break down the barrier in front of her as well. I see what they did here, a relationship metaphor. Am I not even worth trying? And then I heard it, the sound of Sasha pulling on the boards. Stop it. Just stop it. I watched one of the boards break off. We could see each other now. Not a whole lot, but it was something. Hey there. Long time no see. You're so silly. Let's talk things over. I want to ease your worries. I stretched out my hand and touched the glass of the window. Even if there was still that barrier, I was okay with it. It was thin, and we could see through it. Come on, touch my hand, like we always do. She hesitated. Don't worry, I'm here. And then she stretched out her hand just a little further and it touched the glass. I can't. And just before we touched, she pulled back and moved away from the window. I just can't. Her voice came from the walkie-talkie again. I don't trust you. I just don't know what to do anymore. Everyone is telling me different things. I can't go outside. I can't touch outside. I don't want to get near the darkness. I was told not to. Sasha, it's okay. No, it isn't. It isn't. I don't know what to do anymore. They keep telling me to stay away from you, to keep the lights on at all times, to not get near the darkness. I just don't know anything. I don't understand anything. Why is this happening? Mira, tell me. Answer me. Why? Mira? Who's that? Another weird name that's being bandied about here. I already heard about the Shadow Witch. Is Mira the same as that? I don't know. Sasha, go away. Just go away. With a sigh, I climbed down from the tree and walked away. Well, it was a good attempt, Evan, but it was not to be. I didn't feel like returning to the house. I didn't want to take the chance of seeing Dad again. Hopefully if we just ignored each other for a while, that would calm down and we could talk. I found a new little bench under a streetlight in the park. At least for tonight, it'd have to do. Wow. I guess we're homeless for now. I didn't want to cause trouble for anyone. I just wanted to be alone for the moment. The bench was hard and the air was cold. It was horrid, but it also felt right. Alone in my solitude, it just felt right. I closed my eyes and I wanted to get some sleep. I didn't know what I'd do tomorrow, but at least in my dreams I could return to happier times. A buzzing noise caused my eyes to fly open. I looked all around the area from my spot with my flashlight, but I saw nothing out of the ordinary. Yeah, I mean, it'd be nice if we could, actually see what was going on in the game at these times, but, well. And then I heard it again. And then the streetlight died. Well, that's cheerful. Probably not the best idea to sleep out in the darkness considering some of the stuff that's happened, but whatever.